Alright, welcome back to the channel. Before we begin, I want to thank everybody for the huge response we had on the celebration of my 50th subscriber. Now I've got 70, so thank you, I really appreciate it. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and you know, if you like it and if you have something to say. I mean, I don't want to twist your arm, but I would really appreciate it. So please like, comment, and subscribe. With that said, this weekend, on Sunday, we had a nice day. It went up to 65 degrees, and I had a goal of going through all 4 of the hives and removing the deep super and putting a queen excluder on and replacing the deep super with 2 mediums with bare foundation in them. Wanted the bees to start drawing out the comb, but the goal was to get rid of one of the deep supers off of each one of the hives. In order to do that, I had to find the queen on each one of the hives. I had to make sure that I was not removing the deep super that had the queen in it. So I went out, I went through the hives, and the video that you're about to see only shows me going through the blue hive. That was the first hive that I went through. I only managed to make it through 3 of the hives. We had a couple of neighbor kids come out on their trampoline, and I remember the last time I went through the red hive. Well, you know what happened last time I went through the red hive. Those bees followed me all the way up to my shop. I've got a couple of them in the light right now, just from opening my shop door. So I did not go through the red hive yet. We will do that next weekend, or the first opportunity I get when we have good weather. In the green hive, I did find the queen, and in the yellow hive, I did not find the queen, but I found evidence of where the queen was laying, so I was able to remove the deeps from the blue, the green, and the yellow hives, and put queen excluders on and provide medium supers for the bees to start drawing that comb out. And again, we'll go through the red hive later. But I thought it was important to show you the blue hive because a couple of interesting things I found in there. I found evidence that they were about to swarm. Now, I believe that this is because of the heat boxes that I put on these hives. The population in these hives is just crazy. I have a lot of bees it was March 1st when I went through the hive, and there are a lot of bees in there. But it was interesting because in that hive, the evidence that they were about to swarm was I found 3 fully developed and fully capped queen cells, and I found a virgin queen running around. I did not find the queen that lives in that hive. I don't know whether I dropped her. Remember, I dropped the frame last week, and I may or may not have lost the queen. I don't think that they could have had these queen cells ready this quickly, but I just don't know. They had to have been planning something. But what's interesting is that when we find this virgin queen, I try to show you, but my camera work's not that good and you really don't get to see her, but you can hear her. She's doing what is called piping. She's running around. She was the first queen to hatch. I'm assuming that the other 3 cells have hatched by now, but we'll get to that in a minute. But the queen walked around the hive and she'll make a piping noise. She'll make a high-pitched noise, and I caught it on the camera. And that is that queen that has just hatched out, who is a virgin and not mated yet, looking for other queens in the hive. If another queen had hatched out and was in the hive, that queen, I believe, would also make a piping sound. They would come together, battle to the death until one of the queens was gone and there was only one queen left on the hive. That being said, the original queen still may be in that box, unless, of course, when I dropped the frame the other day, I lost her. I looked on the ground pretty hard, I didn't see her, so I'm thinking that she was in there, or maybe she wasn't even in there at that point and they had already started building these queen cells because maybe she had passed. So with that said, let's have a look at the video, and then we'll just wrap it up at the end like we always do with the video that I actually took the other day. So again, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you joining me to watch these videos. Oh, one more thing to tell you. We also have a new hive. I took the 3 queen cells out of the blue hive and moved them into a nuke, and I gave them some sugar water. They look like they're doing okay, but they may be getting robbed out today. I hope that's not the case, but nevertheless, we have a new nuke sitting there waiting for these queen cells to hatch, and then hopefully we'll have a virgin queen in there, and then we will have to decide whether or not this queen is going to live in a purple hive or live in a orange hive. And I am rushing around like a madman trying to get a new base and a new bottom board and a new roof put together so that I can build a hive and get it out there and give her a place to live that is not just inside of an old wooden nuke, which I was going to use for my swarm trap. So without any further delay, have a look at the video. All right, today I have a mission. It's 60 going on 65 degrees today. I need to get in the hives, and what I want to do is I want to remove one of these deep supers. I've got a deep, and a medium. What I want to have is a deep, a medium queen excluder, and then put another medium on top. I may not be able to get the other medium on top, but I should at least be able to get the queen excluder in between the two hives. Now I've got to do this on all 4 hives, and if you notice today I'm starting on the blue hive. This was the docile hive, the one that I dropped the other day. But the bees are kind of chill, so it'll be easy to get through here. I want to find the queen, get her below a queen excluder, and if I can accomplish that goal today, I'll be happy. I'm coming in. Hi ladies, we're just going to be looking for the queen today. Keep the bees chill while I get down to their bottom box. Ooh, we have queen cells already. Holy moly. And those are capped and ready to go. I am going to go get a nuke. Okay, this actually makes me kind of nervous because it makes me wonder if I actually lost the queen last week when I dropped this box. Gosh, I hope I didn't. All right, let's see what we got here. First thing I want to do is get this nuke, or this set of queen cells out of here. And I'll show you what we have here. We have 2 nice queen cells, completely capped and ready to go. That's new since last week. We have 3 queen cells on this frame. We have another one on the back. Holy moly. Holy moly. That is going to go in the box. See if we can get a couple of other frames. That makes me wonder if I killed the queen last week. Holy moly. Because it's awfully early to have a couple of queen cells going. And they are at the bottom of the frame, which tells me they may be emergency queen cells. I may have wiped out the queen last week. Pretty important that I do not put a queen in that box with those capped queen cells. But it's also important that I do not take a queen out of this box, or capped queen cell out of this box if there's no queen in this box. Oh no, what am I going to do? I do not see her on there, so I'm going to move this into this box. Do not see queen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this frame and drop it in the nuke. I'm hoping I find a queen or another queen cell. I'd like to find the queen and no other queen cells. Excuse me, ladies. Alright, I do not see a queen on this frame, and I see bees building out comb. So I'm going to put this frame in the nuke. So I guess this will be my first colony new bees for this year. So this base right here. This is the new bottom box. I hope I have a queen cell in there, or a queen. Either one would be fine. I'll take either. If not, what I will do is I will let this thing steep without, ouch. Bees are on me. That's two. One on this hand and one on this hand. Son of a gun. The blue hive lit me up. Ouch. Unlike the blue hive to do that. 2 stings to the old Handarino. Please let there be a queen in this hive. Or some more queen cells. I'll take either. There's a lot of bees on there. I'll tell you what, these hive heaters work. I see a lot of drone cells in here. A whole frame of capped brood. Oh, I hear a queen. I have a virgin queen. There she is. I have a virgin queen in here. Where is she? Where is she? I have a virgin queen in this hive. She was singing. She's underneath those bees right there. Where is she? Where'd she go? That makes me very happy. She is walking around the hive and she is looking for another queen to kill. So I saved. There she is right there. Right by my thumb. I don't even know if I'm on camera. Hear that? She's piping. See if she does it again. Excellent. I'm putting this frame away and closing up this hive. I hear her piping. I've got the queen in the bottom box. I've got some unhatched brood cells in a nuke. And I am sealing this box up. But before I do that, we're going to make a mess. Put this up here. Like so. The queen is protected. Now we're going to make a mess. First, let me get this mean bee away from me. They're protecting their virgin queen. Apparently, the queen had already passed, or the old queen is in there. But I've got a piping queen in that box. Now we're going to shake these bees into that hive, and it's going to be a mess. But we're going to do it anyways. You know, girls, ready? Going on a ride. Don't even need this. Okay, bees, we're going on a ride. Here you go. A little bit of brood on there. Let me take it off and stick it in that nuke. And there we go. Almost got lit up there, but I didn't. Keeps the queen down there. And just because of the sheer numbers in there and the fact that they think they're ready to swarm, I'm going to give them two supers to start drawing out because they have a lot of bees in there. One. And two. go, ladies. Here you go. You are done. And this hive is done. We know she's queen right. It's a virgin queen though. That could be scary when she goes out to mate. She may never come back. We have a lot of bees left in this box, and I'm going to put them in here. This nuke. Right. Now, the rest of you. Well, I'm going to have to get a base put together in a hurry. There you go. Sorry it's crooked. That's your new home. All right, one down. That was a success. We found a virgin queen, a bunch of queen cells, so that will populate the first new hive of the season. 2 stings, one on this hand and one on this finger, but we're good. Okay, so we accomplished most of our goals today. The goal was to get through all 4 of the hives. We made it through 3 of them. We never got to go to the red hive. Some neighbor kids showed up on a trampoline probably 75 feet away from where my beehives are. Of course, the trampoline and the neighbors are behind the beehives. But last week, when I got in the red hive, those bees were chasing me all the way up to my shop. And I've got one up there in the light right now. And I do not want to agitate the red bees while the neighbor children are out, because you got to be a good neighbor, right? Like I said, 75 feet away from their property, their children, with 4 boxes filled with 200,000 bees, right? So you have to respect that. We'll go through that hive next week and do the same thing. But on the other 3 hives, we managed on the first hive to get stung twice, to take 1 deep box off, put 2 medium boxes on for the bees to start drawing the wax out. We found a new virgin queen in that box, and we found a frame with 3 fully developed, fully capped, ready to hatch queen cells, which we moved to a nuke. So we now, provided that nuke survives, it's going to be cold, there's no heat on that box, but provided that nuke survives, we will have the bees for one of our new hives already. It means I've got to get out there, build a foundation, and get this thing rolling so that I have a place to put those bees. So with that being said, I would like to say thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account, sign up for one, then like, comment, and subscribe. Please ring the bell, follow me. I'll have new content every week. I hope that it's good content, and I want to thank you for watching the videos. I will see you next time. Have a great day.